All right, welcome back to Getting Sober, again. My name is Jay, and today we're gonna go over a list of 20 tips to help you stay sober when the honeymoon phase of sobriety is over. But first, if you care about your own sobriety journey as much as we do, we have hundreds of videos on the topics of sobriety and self-improvement. So make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. All right, let's get started. So the honeymoon phase of sobriety is also called the pink cloud phase of sobriety. It's that exciting time in early sobriety when you feel confident, inspired, and motivated, and euphoric, like nothing is gonna stop you. And just like anything that's new and exciting, the excitement eventually wears off. Think about being in a new relationship or getting married. It's exciting in the beginning, and then you go on your honeymoon, and then the real work begins to maintain that relationship. It starts to get routine and less exciting, and then you start to wonder if this relationship's even doing it for you anymore. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's all right, and it's all a natural part of the process. Now, there's no set amount of time that this honeymoon phase lasts. For some people, it could be a few weeks or it could be a few months. And for those of you that already went through your own honeymoon phase, pause the video and comment down below how many weeks or months did it take for the excitement of sobriety to wear off. For me personally, it was around month 3 where I knew that I was gonna have to start challenging myself and get out of the house and stop being a recluse. And I remember starting to feel a struggle of sobriety around months 7, 8, and 9. So for those of you out there that are still in the first couple of weeks or months of sobriety, here's some signs that the exciting pink cloud or honeymoon phase might be coming to an end. Sign number 1 is increased feelings of anxiety or depression. Sign number 2 is difficulty coping with stress. Sign number 3 is getting the urge to drink, again. And sign number 4 is feeling overwhelmed or even discouraged with your own sobriety. Now remember, this might be a challenging period, but it's important to remember that it's a normal part of the recovery process. I'm gonna say that one again. It's a normal part of the recovery process. Yes, you're gonna have days where you're stressed out. Yes, you're gonna have days where you just don't feel like doing your best or trying your hardest. Yes, you're gonna have sad days and maybe feel depressed. Life is still gonna be life, and work is still gonna be a boring grind. And yes, it happens to everyone. So here's 20 tips to help you to navigate through the end of the honeymoon phase of sobriety. Tip number 1 is embrace the challenge. Acknowledge that the temporary discomfort is a natural part of the journey. Don't beat yourself up for feeling how every single one of us has already felt. Tip number 2 is practice gratitude. Focus on the new positive changes in your life, no matter how small they might seem to be. If you woke up today sober, remind yourself that you're already winning the battle, even if it doesn't feel like it. Tip number 3 is stay connected. Make sure that you maintain those relationships with supportive friends and family. Tip number 4 is attend meetings regularly. Now, this can be done online or in person. Consistent attendance can provide a sense of community and also, too, accountability. Tip number 5 is seek professional help. Cognitive behavioral therapy can help you to work through emotional challenges and help you to develop new coping strategies. Most of us just drank our feelings away, but now that we're sober, all that we've been putting off will still be waiting to be resolved. And if you're looking to try online therapy from the comfort of your own home, click on the link in the top corner of the screen, and new members get 20% off their first month. And if you don't like online therapy, guess what? You can cancel anytime without penalty. Tip number 6 is find a sober hobby, or 2 or 3. Engage in activities that bring joy and help you relax. But most importantly, engage in activities that help you use your mind and your body. Remember, idle hands are the devil's playground. Tip number 7 is exercise regularly. Physical activity can boost your mood and reduce stress. On top of that, after years of binge drinking, we've all taken years off the end of our lives. Regular exercise can help to increase longevity and start putting years back on to the end of our lives. Tip number 8 is eat a healthy diet. You are what you eat. Remember, the food that we put into our bodies becomes the building blocks for what our foundation will become. Better food equals healthy body, healthy mind, and better recovery. Tip number 9 is get enough sleep. Better sleep equals better mood and more energy, so don't be a victim of yesterday's poor sleep routine. Tip number 10 is practice mindfulness. Meditation and mindfulness techniques can help you to stay present and reduce anxiety. Remember, focusing on the past can lead to depression, and focusing on what hasn't happened yet can lead to anxiety. Just worry about working on what's in your control today. Tip number 11 is avoid alcohol triggers. Keep in mind the people, the places, and the things that make you want to drink. Remember, when we know better, it's our job to do better. Tip number 12 is set realistic goals. Break down your long-term goals into smaller, achievable steps. Just like it takes time to end bad habits, it takes time to practice and to start new, healthy habits. Tip number 13 is celebrate milestones. Start acknowledging your progress. A fun game that I used to like to play was how much money did I save by not drinking this week, and what can I buy on Amazon with it? Tip number 14 is learn from setbacks. I always love to say, if you get lost, you don't stay lost. If you find yourself in a sobriety detour, stop and look around you and figure out what went wrong. Then all you have to do is follow the steps back that took you to get sober in the first place. Remember, mistakes are only mistakes if we don't learn from them. Tip number 15 is practice self-compassion. How many times have you heard me say, be kind to yourself? Every single one of us is our own worst critic. If you're tired, take a nap. If you're not feeling your best, remember that every single one of us felt the exact same way that you do right now at some point. It's okay to be imperfect. You are practicing sobriety, and practice makes progress. Tip number 16 is find a sober sponsor. A mentor can offer guidance and support. If you don't know where to find a sponsor, you can go online and find a local AA meeting near you. And like we mentioned earlier, you can also consider getting online therapy. And there's also online support groups that host daily meetings like our friends over at SoberTown Podcasts. If you want to check them out, you can find a link to their website in the video description underneath this and every video. Tip number 17 is volunteer your free time. Helping others can give your life a sense of purpose and meaning. Food banks, animal shelters, local libraries, soup kitchens, Meals on Wheel programs, and community gardens, schools, churches, and hospices could all use a sober person like you to help make this world a better place. Tip number 18 is learn to say no. Learn to set those personal boundaries and prioritize your well-being. We all know what it feels like to be tired and exhausted from a long day of people pleasing. And if you want to check out a list of 20 personal boundaries that you can start setting today, click on the link in the top corner of the screen. Tip number 19 is embrace imperfection. Like we mentioned earlier, it's okay to make mistakes. You're gonna order fast food when you don't feel like cooking, and you're gonna miss a day or two of physical activity after a long, stressful day of work. Just try your best to be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. And tip number 20 is never give up. Remember why you started your sobriety journey? Remember that you were tired of being sick and tired? Tired of the drama, the lost time, and the wasted money, of the headaches, the mood swings, and the nausea. Remember being tired of having daily anxiety and depression? And also, too, remember that recovery is a lifelong process. You don't have to do your whole sobriety journey today, just don't drink today. And one more bonus tip is watch one of our videos every single day, especially if you're having alcohol cravings. I said it before and I'll say it again. You're always welcome here, sober or otherwise. This channel's dedicated to helping you to get sober, be sober, and stay sober one video at a time. And I've put thousands of hours of my own time and effort to carefully crafting each and every one of these videos, knowing that they have the potential to help change or maybe even save somebody's lives. I want to take the anxiety and the fear out of sobriety. Nobody's going to make you stand up and repeat every single day that you're an alcoholic. This community is proudly no judgment sobriety. Nobody's expecting you to be perfect. My own sobriety isn't even perfect. A month and a half after I started this channel almost 6 years ago, I found myself on a cross-country bender, maxing out my credit cards, ruining my relationship, and quitting my job. And it took me almost 2 years after that before I finally committed to my sobriety journey that's brought me here to where I am today. But what if I would have quit my sobriety when the honeymoon phase was over? What if I would have quit when I didn't feel excited about sobriety anymore? What if I would have quit when we had just 500 subscribers and just 30 videos? We all know that the best things in life take time and take preparation, practice, patience, and persistence. From the friendships that we have, to our family, to our relationships, our education, and our careers. They all take discipline and effort to grow and to maintain. So with that being said, what'd you think of today's video? Tell everybody what helped you to get through the honeymoon phase of sobriety by leaving a comment in the comment section down below. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to show your support for everybody here in this sobriety community by giving this video a thumbs up. But if you're ready to binge watch another one of our amazing videos, click on the link in the top corner of the screen. And with that, I want to wish you good luck on your self-improvement journey, and I will see you in the next video.
If you want to see another one of our videos, click here.